Dear students, welcome to another English class. This is Swamy Vijay speaking to you all. I am your teacher of English. In this video, I am going to start the first supplementary short story. But before I start the first supplementary short story, I would like to ask you a simple question. Which animal is called the ship of the desert? It is not the ship in the ocean. It is an animal which travels in the desert without any kind of problem. It can store food for many days without any problem. Come on, try to tell me the name of the animal which is called as ship of the desert. Yes, you are correct. Camel is called the ship of the desert. But why the camel is called the ship of the desert? Whether camel looks like a ship in the ocean? No, it doesn't look like a ship in the ocean. It is not as big as the ship in the ocean. Then why it is called as the ship of the desert? If you know the answer, then comment in the comment section. Let me also know why the camel is called ship of the desert from your side. If I tell you the reason from my side, then it would be boring to listen. So you have to give me the answer now. Why the camel is called ship of the desert? You have to comment in the comment section. So let me know and let others also know who are watching this video why camel is called the ship of the desert. You have to answer so that others can also know that you know the answer. If I give the answer from my side, only you will watch. If you give answer in the comment section below, whoever is watching this video, they will come to know that you know the answer why the camel is called as a ship of the desert. But why did I ask you this question before I start the supplementary short story? The reason is the name of the first supplementary short story is How the Camel Got Hump. But before I start giving you the gist of the short story, How the Camel Got Hump, I am deliberately using this word short story. This is not a lesson like the best Christmas present in the world. This is a short story. Supplementary reader is meant for reading for pleasure. That means you have to read the supplementary short stories and you have to enjoy reading. So you have to develop the reading habit. These supplementary short stories help you to develop the habit of reading. So these are called short stories. The short stories which are in this book, It So Happened, helps you to develop a reading habit. So you should not read these short stories like you read the best Christmas present in the world. These short stories should be enjoyed thoroughly. You read and you enjoy the short stories and try to learn the message or moral from these short stories. This is the first thing you have to understand before I start the first short story in the supplementary reader. The name of the first supplementary short story is How the Camel Got Hump. But before entering the gist of the story, let me ask you one more question. Is there anybody who is right now watching this video don't know what is a desert? I think everybody know what is a desert. Can you quickly give me the names of few important deserts on this planet Earth? If you know the answer, then comment in the comment section below. Let me know how many names you know with related to the deserts. You must be knowing desert is a very long, lengthy sand area which is covered with the sand dunes. And the camel is the only one animal which can cross the desert from one point to another point. So human beings used camel to cross the desert, and camel is the only one animal which can travel through the desert. The name of the short story is How the Camel Got Hump. What is hump? Hump is a kind of a bump on the back of the camel. You must have seen a small bump on the back of the camel that is called hump, but it is not actually called bump, it is called hump. The hump is a place where the camel stores its food when it is traveling long distance in the deserts. Let me give you the gist of the story, How the Camel Got Hump. In this story, there are 4 animals: dog, horse, ox and camel. When human beings started first domesticating animals on the planet Earth, man domesticated first 3 animals. Students, can you tell me which is the most faithful animal to the human beings? Come on, quick, give me answer. If you know the answer, comment in the comment section below. Yes, your answer is correct. Dog is the most faithful animal to the human beings. Dog is very loyal animal to the human beings. So in this story, there are 4 animals: dog, horse, ox and camel. But dog, horse and ox are hard-working animals, whereas camel is a lazy animal. Camel doesn't like to work. It always used to spend its time lazily in the desert. It never tried to do any kind of hard work. Because of this lazy camel, dog, ox and horse too work hard more and more. When these 3 animals, dog, horse and ox, reported about the laziness of camel to their master man, the master got angry and doubled the work of ox, dog and horse because camel was not doing any work. Due to this, ox, horse and dog have to work double because of the camel's laziness. So they were very upset with the camel's laziness. They tried their level best to tell camel to work as per the man's needs. But camel was very lazy. One day, dog, horse and ox called camel and tried to educate camel, tried to tell camel to work hard. But camel was very lazy. Camel laughed at their suggestion and it went away. It didn't pay any kind of attention to their words. Due to camel's laziness, these three animals have to work more and more. Their work have become double and triple. So one day they visited the genie of the desert. Genie is a spirit which has control over the desert. So they requested genie to teach a lesson to the camel. So genie wanted to teach a lesson to this lazy camel. When genie visited camel to see what camel was actually doing, camel was looking into the water of a pool. It was watching its own reflection in the pool of water. When genie asked camel, why don't you work? Then it simply said, hump. So genie asked again and again, why don't you work? So camel used to say always simply, hump, hump. So when camel says hump, genie got angry and it cursed the camel with a big hump. When the genie cursed the camel got a big hump on its back. Camel was so upset and afraid, then it asked genie how to get rid of this hump. The genie told camel that if you work 3 days without taking any food and if you behave properly, then this hump would disappear from your back. So the camel started working hard and other animals felt very happy. So once camel started doing its work, the workload of dog, horse and ox reduced. So they were very happy. The camel started working very hard day and night to get rid of the hump on its back. But till today we know that camel has hump on its back. The reason is it doesn't know how to behave properly till today. So here the story ends, how the camel got hump. So this is the reason why the camel got hump in the story. Camel is very lazy animal. Because of the camel's laziness, other animals like dog, ox and horse have to work double. So they were very unhappy. So they requested genie to teach a lesson to camel and genie cursed the camel to have the hump on its back. So this is the story about how the camel got hump. Of course it is a cock and bull story. It is not a real story. It is not the real reason why the camel got hump on its back. But why the story is given to you to study in the class 8 is, if you are a lazy student, if you don't work hard and if you copy in the examination, if you don't study properly and if you bring bad name to your parents and if you are the reason for your parents' misery and problem and if you are bringing headache to your parents of not studying properly at school, then one day you will also be cursed like the lazy camel and you may also develop hump on its back. Then once you develop hump, you are called hunchback. So don't be lazy, work hard, study well, study properly, bring good name to your parents and to your family. Don't be lazy like the camel, otherwise you may also got hump. So when you sleep today, tomorrow when you wake up, check your back. If you are a lazy person, you may also develop hump on your back. Students, don't worry, you are not going to get hump on your back even though you are lazy. This is a cock and bull story. Cock and bull story means it's like a story between two animals. They try to spread moral messages among the animals, and this story gives us a moral message that we should not be lazy, because if you are lazy, a day may come that people start disliking you, people hate you, and because of your laziness, others may also suffer. So the message from the story is you should not be lazy like camel. People don't respect you if you are a lazy person. If you are a hardworking person, you will be respected in the society. Your parents love you, your teachers love you, others will like you because you will become a role model in the society. Don't become a bad role model in the society and to your family members and to your classmates. Become a good role model among your classmates. So with this I have completed the gist of the story, how the camel got hump. Now what you have to do is, as it is supplementary short story, you have to read this entire story in one go without taking any kind of break. You enjoy reading the story, you try to understand the moral message from this story. Once you complete reading the entire story, then come to the comprehension check questions and other questions given after completion of this reading text and write answers to those questions. That's it. You need not to do anything again, just read the story and enjoy reading the story. The main purpose of giving supplementary short stories to you is you should enjoy reading. It should develop reading habit among students. With this I have completed today's video, but before I sign off, if you are new to my channel, my name is Swamy Vijay, I am teacher of English. If you have not yet watched the previous video lessons, here is the card. You can click this card and you can watch the previous lessons which I have completed in the previous videos. The link for the split up syllabus and the link for the textbooks are given in the description box below. Please check the links in the description box and download the textbook and download the split up syllabus of class 8. And one more thing, I have created Google Classroom for all the online students who are watching this video. I have already uploaded assignments in the Google Classroom. The link is provided in the description box below as well as in the comment section. So click the link, enter into the Google Classroom and complete the assignment given in the Google Classroom. But within one day you have to complete the assignment given in the Google Classroom so that I can respond respond to your question and check your answers, and I can give you proper feedback. We will meet in another video with one more lesson. Till that time, stay at home and stay safe.